بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أبنائنا طلاب الشهادة السودانية، اليوم نحل معاكم إن شاء الله بعض الامتحانات السابقة في قواعد اللغة الانجليزية. أتمنى أنها تكون واضحة ومفيدة بالنسبة لكم. ربنا يوفقكم. Put the verbs between brackets in their correct forms. هنا حنبدأ بامتحان 2022. Number 1. Look, the Bagara women on their oxen. الفعل هو ride والفاعل women، والحاجة اللي بتورينا إنه ده to tense. look بتورينا إنه the present continuous. The present continuous verb to be plus the main verb plus ing. We decide which verb to be we are going to use according to the subject of the sentence, and the subject here is plural women. Are is used here. Are riding on their oxen, and this is the sentence. Look, the Bagara women are riding on their oxen, and it's the sentence is present continuous. And the second sentence is girls usually their mothers. Our verb is held between two brackets, and it's obvious that it's a present simple when we have a critical look at the adverb, which is usually. Usually indicates or shows us that it's present simple. Present simple, the verb is infinitive because the subject is plural, girls. Girls usually help their mothers without adding s or es to the end of the verb. The third sentence is farmers a lot of wheat last year. And last year here tells us that it is past simple, and our verb is grow, and we have to put it in its past form, grew. Farmers grew a lot of wheat last year. It's a past simple. The next and the number 4 sentence, the fourth sentence is while Amir the light went out. Our verb here is right, and when we look at the sentence to verify which tense is used here, we can distinguish that this sentence is in the past continuous. While, by looking at this sentence, we know that it's a past continuous, and while Amir was writing, the light went out. And in fact, it's two actions, one of them in the past continuous and the other in the past simple, which is went out, and was writing is in the past continuous. And whenever we find or given while, we know that it's a past continuous sentence, or the sentence should be in the past continuous. And by the way, we have 2 or 3 kinds of past continuous sentences or actions. In this case, we have 2 actions, one in the past simple and the other in the past continuous. The next sentence, number 5, the children dash just dash breakfast, and our verb is have. And when we look to the sentence or at the sentence, we can distinguish or know that this sentence is in the present perfect. And in the present perfect, we look at the subject. The subject is plural. We put the verb, the helping verb, have, in this form because its subject is plural, and this is a subject-verb agreement. The children have just, and we have to put the have again in its PP form, or the past participle of the verb form, which is had. And this is the main verb of our sentence. The children have just had breakfast, and it's in the present perfect, as I mentioned before. Number 6, Ibrahim, a taxi since he was 20 years old and he hasn't given up driving it yet. And here we can just look at the sentence, and we know that this is a sentence or action started in the past and continues to the up to the present. It hasn't finished yet, and it's in the continuous form. And in this case, our sentence is in the present perfect continuous, and we have drive. Next, we have to look at the subject. The subject is singular, and we have to use has because it's a perfect tense, and it's in the continuous form of the perfect tense, which is has been driving. Has been driving. This is the full form of our tense in this sentence. Ibrahim has been driving a taxi since he was 20 years old and he hasn't given up driving it yet. And this is our sentence. Number 7, if we dash a lot of trees, the amount of oxygen will increase. And this, when we look at the sentence like this, which is, we can distinguish that it's in the, if it is a conditional sentence, which is we have to look to the given part of this the conditional sentence, which is the main clause here in our sentence. The amount of oxygen, this is the relating to the first part of the sentence, will increase. Will increase is the main clause of our sentence. Will increase indicate that this sentence is in the future tense. And when we have future tense in our conditional sentence, we know that the first part should be in the present simple. And in this case, we have to put the verb plant according to our subject, which is we. And here we have we, and we should put plant as it is. Then our sentence will be like this. If we plant a lot of trees, the amount of oxygen will increase. Number 8, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it dash. Here, when we look at our sentence, we have to look at this verb, which is make. When we have one of these verbs like make, let, and help, we have to put our verb after them in the bare infinitive. And here in this case, we have to put drink as it is, drink. Our sentence would be like that. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. The last sentence, which is number 9, in this previous and past examination, is during the flood last year. During the flood last year, many houses. Our verb is destroy. Destroy. During the flood last year, when we have a critical or deep look to the sentence, we noted that this adverb last year, and firstly, we can say that it's a past simple. It's a sentence in the past simple. However, we have to be aware about the passive voice in the past simple in this sentence. During the flood last year, many houses were destroyed. We are going to move to the next examination, which is 2021 examination number 1. Tariq, his daughter to school now. And now indicate that this sentence is in the present continuous. Tariq is singular, and we have to put is. Tariq is driving his daughter to school now. My father coffee every morning, and here every morning tells us that this sentence is in the present simple, and our sentence reads as follows. My father has coffee every morning, and has coffee every morning exactly has because our subject is singular, my father. The students of our school on a picnic to Al-Saba local last week, and here last week tells us it's the sentence is in the past simple, and we have to put the verb go into its past form, which is went. The sentence is like that. The students of our school went on a picnic to Saba local last week. The next sentence, number 4, those tourists in that hotel for a month and they haven't left yet. Is also an action started in the past and continued. The tourists, the subject is plural, and here the tense is present perfect continuous. We have a stay, and we for the perfect we have perfect form in any tense of the verb. The perfect tense we have to put have or has according to the subject of the sentence, and here the subject is plural. We are going to put have, and our sentence reads like this. Those tourists have been staying in that hotel for a month and they haven't left yet. The next sentence, number 5, while. And when we find while, we bear in our mind this sentence must be in the past continuous. While Mr. John dash the Sudan, he formed very good impression of the Sudanese people. While Mr. John was visiting the Sudan, he formed a very good impression of the Sudanese people. Number 6, farmers to grow cotton. Farmers, here we have plural subject farmers, and it's present perfect tense. Farmers have just started to grow cotton. And number 7 here, all that is not gold. All that is not gold. All that shines, of course, because here we have is, and it's a proverb. It's given proverb in English language. All that shines is not gold, and it's a present simple. If Sana were a pilot, and here we have a conditional sentence, and we are going to discover its type, if it's 1 or 2 or 3, according to the given part of our sentence. And here the given part is the if clause, and the if clause, if Sana were a pilot, and here the impossibility and it's in the second conditional type, which is where a pilot. Here in the second part, on the main clause, we have to put would plus the bare infinitive of the verb, and our verb here is fly, and the sentence would be like that: would fly, would fly. If Sana were a pilot, she would fly to London. And if I want to write it to make it clearer, I can write it like that: would fly. And I think this is quite enough for today, and I will continue such sessions or such episodes, and I hope that it would be precious and beneficial for you. Thank you very much, and stay well.